Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most epic power struggles in ancient Greek mythology. We're talking about the time Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades carved up the cosmos, setting the stage for virtually every myth we've come to know and love. Get ready for a tale of destiny, ambition, and a whole lot of divine drama. Now, you might already know that these three brothers were pretty important. But before they became the mighty rulers of Olympus, the seas, and the underworld, they were part of a much larger, darker conflict, the Titanomachy. This was a brutal, 10-year war between the Olympian gods, led by Zeus, and the older generation of deities, the Titans, led by their father, Cronus. Imagine an intergenerational family feud, but with cosmic powers and world-shattering battles. Cronus, if you remember, had a nasty habit of swallowing his children to prevent a prophecy that one of them would overthrow him. But Zeus, thanks to his cunning mother Rhea, escaped this grim fate. He grew up in secret and eventually forced Cronus to regurgitate his siblings, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. Talk about a dramatic family reunion. These newly freed gods, along with some powerful allies like the Cyclopes and the Hecatoncheires, joined Zeus in his fight against the Titans. The war was devastating. Mountains were hurled, oceans boiled, and the very fabric of reality was strained. But with Zeus's leadership and the powerful gifts from their allies, Zeus's thunderbolts, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm of invisibility, the Olympians eventually triumphed. The Titans were defeated, and most of them, including Cronus, were imprisoned in Tartarus, the deepest abyss of the underworld. So, the war was won, the Titans were locked away, and a new era of divine rule was about to begin. But what happens when three incredibly powerful brothers, who just overthrew the old guard, suddenly find themselves at the top? Well, they can't all sit on the same throne, can they? They had to figure out how to divide the spoils of victory, and that's where things get really interesting. Instead of fighting amongst themselves, they decided on a rather unique method, drawing lots. Yes, you heard that right. The fate of the universe was decided by a cosmic game of chance. Each brother put their name into a helmet, shook it up, and drew. It was a simple, yet profoundly impactful, moment that shaped the entire Greek mythological landscape. First up was Zeus. When he drew his lot, it was the heavens, the sky, and rule over all gods and mortals. This meant he became the supreme ruler, the king of the gods, wielding his mighty thunderbolt and sitting on the throne of Olympus. It was a fitting role for the one who led the charge against the Titans, the most powerful and cunning of the brothers. From then on, he was the chief deity, the ultimate authority. Next, it was Poseidon's turn. His lot fell to the vast and unpredictable seas. This made him the lord of the oceans, the earth-shaker. Imagine having dominion over all the waters of the world, from the deepest trenches to the mightiest waves. With his trident, he could summon storms, cause earthquakes, and shape coastlines. Sailors prayed to him for safe passage, and coastal dwellers feared his wrath. He truly embodied the untamed power of the water. Finally, there was Hades. His lot was the last one drawn, and it assigned him the dark and mysterious underworld. This made him the king of the dead, the ruler of the spirits who passed from the living world. Now, some might view this as a grim or unlucky draw. Who wants to rule over the realm of the deceased? But Hades was a powerful and respected god in his own right, presiding over vast riches hidden beneath the earth and ensuring the cosmic balance of life and death. He was not evil, but rather stern and just, a guardian of the final resting place. So, just like that, the world was divided. Zeus ruled the sky and oversaw everything. Poseidon commanded the seas, and Hades governed the underworld. While each had their distinct domain, they all shared a connection to the earth itself. Zeus's thunderbolts could strike the land, Poseidon's earthquakes shook it, and Hades' realm lay beneath it. This tripartite division brought a sense of order to the cosmos after the chaos of the Titanomachy. This division wasn't just about territory. It defined their personalities, their roles in myths, and how they interacted with each other and with humanity. Zeus, the often interfering and passionate king, Poseidon, the moody and powerful lord of the waves, and Hades, the somber and steadfast ruler of the dead. Each brother, in his own sphere, held immense power and influence. Of course, having three powerful brothers ruling different parts of the world didn't mean there were no squabbles. Their relationships were complex, filled with alliances, rivalries, and occasional disagreements. Much like any family, albeit on a divine scale. But the fundamental division of power established after the Titanomachy remained largely unchallenged. The story of how Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades divided the world is more than just an origin story for their domains. It's a foundational myth that explains the very structure of the Greek cosmos. It shows how order can emerge from chaos, how power can be distributed, and how even the most powerful beings must sometimes submit to chance. It's a tale that continues to fascinate us, reminding us of the timeless themes of power, destiny, and family dynamics. And that, my friends, is the incredible story of how three brothers drew their destinies and carved up the world. I hope you enjoyed this journey into ancient mythology. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe for more epic tales, and let me know in the comments which of the three brothers you find most fascinating. Your support truly means the world to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.